Hey, welcome back to the shop, guys. If you're just joining me, I just installed a Vader lithium iron phosphate new house battery in my 2001 Beaver Patriot Thunder. And in that video that I just showed the installation on it, there were a couple of questions that I wanted to address, and this seemed like a quick video to make out of it. All right, so let's address two of those issues. The first concern is when I cut out the angle of one of the support brackets right here that goes underneath. People were concerned that I weakened the drawer too much to handle the weight of the battery. But what you guys didn't notice is that I did install some pretty thick aluminum strap underneath that edge of the battery there too. So that additional aluminum strap back there, it's a lot thicker, and it is carrying the weight of the battery on the back corner there. The front corner there is still supporting the weight of the battery, and the middle, because it's doubled up, I mean, it's still more than strong enough to have carried the weight. Over under here, I will point out, there is a splash guard. I know some people are concerned that it's going to get a lot of weathering on it, but there's a plastic box built all around this compartment here. So it does have a splash guard on it too. And of course, the last concern and the main purpose of this video is going to be, how am I going to secure my battery from being stolen? Now, I had a lot of suggestions about drilling out the handle right there and putting a lock in place, or ordering a new handle, or even strapping the battery around and putting a lock on it to keep people from stealing it. But hopefully, if there's one thing you guys learned from me by now, I'm cheap and I like doing things the simple way if I can help it. Just behind this door right here, I do have a lock on this compartment door. You see that right there? And all it does is my chassis maintenance bay. It's not even sealed, and I don't see a real reason for this to be locked anyways. And did I mention it has a power door lock for it too? So I think the easiest thing to do would just be to move the handle from this door to that door and vice versa. And no, for all of you wondering, you cannot start the engine back here without having the ignition key in the ignition and turned on. So hopefully you guys can see exact same lock mechanism. These are just like automotive world. Just pop those down right there and pull the rod out. Repeat that 3 more times. All right, I just have those rods hanging loose there. The next thing we'll do is disconnect the 12 volt to the actuator here. So I have to make a note of that. Yes, I will have to route this harness through the door here, but this will be pretty easy too, because it's just an open harness over there. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is actually just take this off, 7/16. All this does is clamp on the back of the handle right there. Hold everything in place. Use that. All right, see, simple. I know what you're saying, but this actuator, how's that gonna work? Well, this actuator is mounted to a bracket right here that's gonna come with the handle. So go ahead and take that connection off right there. There we go. Don't lose that little linkage clip or the rod. It does look, I have to do an extra step right here and take the linkage off, otherwise it won't come out. Make note of how you do this. This isn't a normal step, but hopefully it shouldn't add too much time to me. Alright, don't lose any of this. Hopefully. We'll just go ahead and lift it up out of there. There we go. Got it. Do the same thing over on that one over there. There it is. And yes, I mean, you could drill that out, right? But you have to get the right tumbler to put in place, and you still need the right linkage to put on the back side of it right there. I don't have the linkage right there, but this is good to know about, because we'll be using this information on another job here shortly. Now then, the next thing I need is this actuator and plate. It's just another piece of aluminum that's kind of like jammed up on there. Alright, so it's just double-sided taped on, maybe a little bit of adhesive right about there. So we'll start with the easy one, the non-locking handle. We'll just go ahead and feed it back through right there. I just have to rebuild the latch because Beaver made the hole too small to get the handle out easily. Of course, I do still want this to pivot. Go ahead and put the spring back up to there. Like it was. There we go. Still working a little bit. Alright, I did have to modify this a little bit because the other one was pretty tight. See. Now you're going to tell me, hey, you know, you might as well add a little bit of a lubricant to it also, right? Alright, then we just have to put this guy back on. I got looped on there. Not too bad. Just comes right back around. Push on, snap, push on, and snap down. That works. And that works. Yes, I know. Might as well lubricate the inside of this too, while I have it open. Okay, so now comes the more complicated part. We have to pull the harness. Now, chances are pretty good I'm gonna have to extend this harness anyways, and I hate these bullet connectors on it, so I'm just gonna pull this out completely. That was simple. All right, so I'll just measure over, I think it's about 6 inches. 6 inches. What I have to do is drill a hole. Definitely going a little bit bigger this time. And I'll try to do a straight shot up from here. Okay, so now I just have to tunnel out the styrofoam that's in there. Alright, then we're going to use my custom-made fish tape styrofoam drill bit. It's just a pin section of that fish tape that I cut off. It's got a bent over section to it. Have a handle attachment for it. It's going to go ahead and put it on my drill. Alright, so just fed it back through right there. And simple. Now I can pull a harness through. I have some blue and some brown wire that'll work out fine. Okay, now I can just pull it back up. It's not too bad. Should be more than enough length that way. And I know everybody's going to be upset about all the holes there. But I do have an assorted grommet kit that'll fit in the holes. These should work. And we will push it in right there. Nice grommet. Nice grommet. Now we just put it back together again. Alright, so all I have to do now is put that actuator bracket on. I'll just clean this off a little bit. It doesn't have to be stuck on there well, it just has to fight gravity. I have some double-sided tape I'll put back over here. Again, it does not have to be perfect. It just can't be Does need to be flat though. Simple. Take that off. All I have to do again is kind of line this up as best as I can to make sure everything is good enough. That seems good enough. It's got a little bit of play to it. That's good. Okay, now just feed the locking one right here back through. Back through. There we go. Same thing with this one over here. Snap the linkage down. Try it all out. We'll move up that. Got it. Really, the last thing I have to do is just hook up the wiring. Yeah, so let me just do that real fast. Okay, so I have it all wired up down there. I did secure the harness with a couple of wire clamps to keep it out of the way of the mechanism here. And I put a zip tie there to help out with that too. So let's see, right now we are unlocked, but check this out. And one more time. Go ahead and close this. I can lock it. Oh no, nobody can steal my battery now. Oh, am I just that lucky? And yes, there's still a key for the door. So if the keyless entry doesn't work, I can still do it this way. Let me just go ahead and put those covers back on right there. Well, that was it. Quick, simple, easy video about how I decided I was going to secure my batteries. So I can lock and unlock them with the key now, or with my keyless entry. And yes, I know that this door doesn't lock anymore, but like I said, I don't think there's anything in there that I would be that concerned about people getting access to without a key. Could I have just ordered another locking handle? Yeah, but I think those are like $150 now. And this only cost me some wire, and I think that's it. Now I have also had my battery on this whole time, running the refrigerator and the lights, and I hit my head. We're still at 13 volts right there. I think we're going to be very happy with this upgrade on the battery. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Sorry that I'm so incredibly cheap, but I honestly think this is probably the easiest thing to do, and it looks very factory. I don't know, what do you guys think? Was that the right decision? Did I answer everybody's questions and concerns? Let me know in the comments below, but I'm happy with it, and I think that's mostly what matters. Bye.